What's up guys, my name is Brandon, you guys can call me Swifterrs, and welcome back to a brand new zombies video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something super awesome, and that is how the zombies storyline, and honestly, the zombies game in general, was actually inspired by real life historical events. Now this is something that honestly I feel pretty stupid about not knowing, considering my love and passion for the zombies game, my love and passion for the zombies storyline. I honestly didn't know that Nazi zombies from World at War, the very first zombies map, and really the storyline that followed after, was actually inspired by real life events, and this is super exciting, and I can't wait to share with you guys all of the information that I've uncovered about this storyline and about the historical events that match up with the zombies storyline. But before we do get started with today's video, huge shout out goes to Johnny DeSuper. He commented notification squad on my last video, and if you guys want to be featured in the next one, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Once you guys have done all of that, be sure to comment notification squad, and I just might give you a shout out. So guys, with all of that being said, let's get started with today's video, taking a look at how the zombie storyline was actually inspired by real life events. Alright guys, so we already know that Treyarch gets inspiration for certain zombies maps from real life places around the globe. For example, we have Mob of the Dead, Der Eisendrock, and even Zetsubo no Shima. These of course are all real life places, and I find that to be so cool. But what I personally didn't know is that the inspiration behind the fundamentals of our zombie storyline in the early days was actually inspired by real life historical events during World War II. Now the other day, I was just browsing the internet and I came across this brief summary regarding the Nazis during World War II and some of the secret weapons that they were trying to create, and I was reading this summary and all of a sudden I realized the striking similarities that the origins of our zombie storyline actually has with this particular article. I'll get into a little bit more depth in just a second, but basically the brief summary goes, during World War II, the Nazis allegedly attempted to develop several top secret devices called Wunderwaffen or Wonder Weapons to give themselves a technological edge in the war. Allegedly, an experiment carried out by Third Reich scientists in a German facility known as Der Riese, German for the giant. Die Glock, the bell, is believed to have been one of those devices, or otherwise the only Wunderwaffe. Most who believe that Die Glock exists or existed at some point are convinced that it was a machine built for a fantastic and sinister purpose, and it was a culmination of Nazi Germany's brightest scientific minds. Many believe that it was intended to be a time machine or an anti-gravity device, and Hitler apparently thought that the Nazis would win World War II with the creation of this enormous bell. However, the project at the end of the war disappeared from the scene along with SS General Hans Kammler, who was in charge of the secret projects of the Third Reich. Whether they disappeared together remains speculation, but Die Glock remains one of the most intriguing mysteries of World War II. Now it is actually true that during World War II, Nazi Germany attempted to develop some secret weapons to give themselves a technological advantage during the war. As we clearly saw, or as you guys clearly heard, in that brief summary, what we had in history clearly represents the storyline that followed in Call of Duty Zombies, more importantly, the events that occurred during Der Riese. Now, as the article stated, the Third Reich scientists conducted these experiments at a facility known as Der Riese. Obviously, Der Riese is the map that we had in World at War, and it was remastered in Black Ops 3 known as the Giant. But in regard to the historical accuracy of what Der Riese was, this whole project to develop wonder weapons in Nazi Germany was known as Project Riese. Riese is the code name for a construction project of Nazi Germany during 1943 to 1945, consisting of 7 underground structures located in the Owl Mountains, also known as Lower Silesia. So in regard to the zombies map Der Riese, we know from ciphers and other bits of information from the zombie storyline that this location, this map, the place where Dr. Richtofen teleported Dr. Maxis and Samantha, was actually a real life place. It was located in Lower Silesia in real life, and Lower Silesia was previously held by Germany during the war, but it's now a territory of Poland. So honestly, I guess it's really not a surprise that the origins or the fundamentals of our zombie storyline were inspired by real-life events that Nazi Germany carried out during World War II. It makes a lot of sense considering Treyarch gets a lot of inspiration from real-life places around the globe to create actual zombies maps, including Riese. I already knew that Riese was located in Lower Silesia, but I didn't know the accuracy of what it actually represented in regard to history. It's super cool that we have these other maps in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2 that reflect real-life places around the globe, and I'm sure that a lot of the other zombies maps that we have are also representations of other places around the world. Now overall, I just found it to be super interesting that Call of Duty Zombies and really the storyline that we know and love was inspired by real life events. And as I said, I was literally just browsing the internet the other day and I came across this summary and something clicked in my brain and I realized how similar what actually happened in history in regard to the wonder weapons and the secret programs that Nazi Germany was working on. I realized how similar that was in regard to the origins and the fundamentals of what happened in our zombie storyline. Now, I know it seems a little bit stupid to get excited about something so ridiculous, but if you guys were as fascinated as I was with what we uncovered in today's video, please be sure to drop a like down below. It really does mean a lot. Every like on today's video shows me that you guys love playing zombies, that you guys love what Treyarch has done with the zombie storyline. Overall, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. With all of that being said, I'll be sure to catch you guys later.